One less stuff. No butterflies in here. Jennifer. Hey, what do we got going on there, guys?
That is cool. I, li- I
Oh,
like when people get in line yesterday just to be the first ones into the show today,
and to say hello to us
right?
makes me feel good. Makes me feel wanted and needed.
G'day, Kate. Hey, Kate. Kate's in the house. Jennifer, Dead Butterfly Project.
Kate's my bud. How you doing, Kate?
I like. They got in line yesterday just to be the first ones in today.
So you still have that guy's bladder up on screen. In case y'all didn't know.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
We're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes there, Facebook person.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
So, it's cold down here. People are cold, freezing cold.
Y'all don't know what cold is, okay?
Right now it's 51, and it's like a misty drizzle kind of a thing.
All right, let's check my temperatures because I've already watched the news and and I know what my temperature is going to be tomorrow. So right now it's 32 degrees, but tomorrow when I wake up, it is going to be 26 degrees with a wind chill. Y'all don't know what wind chills are down there unless you're from up here. With a wind chill of 4. So that means it's going to feel like it's 4 degrees. Y'all can't even fathom 4 degrees. I know Manny can because he lived with me in South Dakota. He knows what 150 degrees minus 150 degrees below zero is.
Yeah.
We both experienced that shit. I'll never experience that ever again. I'll tell you
it was like negative 148 or some shit like that.
Yeah, with like that was the wind chill.
God. And
not
the only way
to mention we had snow up to our eyeballs.
The only way to combat that is multiple layers. You need a lot of freaking layers. One, like a t-shirt and then a sweater and a coat is not enough.
No, I mean you needed heated boots, yeah, I mean you needed to walk around with your ass on fire, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, and that's when you realize what a base layer is. And I finally got one of those, and makes a difference.
Oh, huge difference. But you know, I felt like that stupid little kid from A Christmas Story, walking around like this.
Or like George Costanza in Seinfeld when he got that big old parka and he can't put his arms down. He's walking around like this. Yeah.
I felt like the gingerbread man walking around. If I tip over, I'm not getting up.
Right?
I can't move. I can't bend anything. Oh, sweet Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Fun times.
Just
more when you're a kid. When you're an adult, you don't want to deal with that crap.
Oh, what do we got here from John Allen? He said something.
Because these people know that Vanessa has blamed 6 or 7 people for financing her assault, and that your deep hatred for me is pure racism. 0 receipts for the 2 supposed witnesses.
All right. Oh, excuse me. I just got done shoving some groceries down my throat.
Yeah, we'll get to that too. So, I gotta ask, Bam, I appreciate you going to court today. I really do.
Well, you know, it took a lot out of me, especially my disguise.
How did you do it? She didn't even notice you. She said she looked around and didn't see you at all.
Okay, so how do you hide in plain sight? It's really easy. You dress like somebody that nobody wants to look at. So if you dress like a homeless person, people don't see homeless people.
Okay, I understand that. I thought maybe you were the lady in the wheelchair that she almost tipped over.
No, nope, that wasn't me. Although it should have been me. Nope, I dressed up like a homeless man. I rubbed shoe polish and dirt on my face. I ripped up clothes. I walked around in layers. I was sweating my nuts off. Let me tell you, holy Jesus!
And how did you get there, by the way?
I drove.
Your school bus?
Yes.
That's awesome. I wonder if you noticed that.
I mean, it's kind of hard to miss. Big old yellow bus says school on the side of it.
Oh, man. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, rather. Good evening. Good evening for most. Good afternoon for some. Over on the left coast.
No, but seriously, if you people don't look at homeless people. They don't make eye contact with them. They just kind of like walk on by like they don't even exist. So if you ever want to hide in plain sight, dress up like homeless.
Can you imagine what she was thinking when she pulled up to the courthouse and saw a big yellow school bus parked right in front?
It wasn't in front, it was on the side.
Oh, man. But in reality, yeah, I was there. Just because she didn't see me doesn't mean I wasn't there.
Right?
All
John,
right.
John, I have my moments. I have my moments.
There you go. Drove the school bus to court. Pick us up next time. Wouldn't that be something? Pack the court with 50 Facebook viewers. Everybody's coming to see her at court.
I think we'd get more than 50 in that bus.
Yeah, I don't even know how many of those things hold.
People would be sitting on top of each other. I mean, we could pack them floor to ceiling, wall to wall.
All righty. So
yes.
So this morning was court.
It was.
Yep. And it was supposed to start at 8. Promptly at 8. Yeah.
But because Vanessa was late again, walking down the hall, making Clydesdale sounds.
So everybody was wondering, is she going to wear blue? Is she going to wear red? Is she going to wear black?
She wore gray. Not just any shade of gray. Elephant gray.
Oh, God. Didn't even think about that. Oh, my God. Elephant gray. Anyway. Yes, she had court this morning. Court was supposed to be at 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they do that because the doors are barely open right at 8 a.m. to the building. The doors to the building barely open on time at 8 a.m., sometimes a little bit afterwards. So how the heck do they make an 8 a.m. court time is beyond me.
Oh, they push people through security and get your shoes and your belts and your handbags and run you over into the courtroom and sit down, shut the freak up.
Well, guess what? The security was late again. Same thing happened last time. So everybody's walking into the courtroom without even going through security. And when there was security, the last time anyway, when he finally showed up, he was just kind of sitting there, you know when you sit on a table, like half your ass is on the table.
That
He's
happens to
just
me every day at lunch. Half my ass is on the chair, the other half is hanging off.
he's just sitting there like that, going, "Yeah, it's okay. Come on, yeah." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Made me feel safe and secure. So everybody was late. The other side attorney was on time. He got there a little, I don't know, 10 before 8.
Well, early is on time is late.
Yeah. So he was there, and then but others were not, and I could tell somebody came out looking to see who was in the courtroom, and it was not. They were not ready. So the thing didn't begin until I want to say almost 8:30, and then yep, wearing her gray. What you saw, what she displayed. Victoria, thank you so much. John Allen, appreciate you, man. And you saw it because I'll get to that part a little bit later.
Yep.
And you saw the
yes. And I have to comment on her makeup.
Okay.
Okay, so for the first time that I've noticed, she wore a lip liner. And it's from Lady Gaga's line of makeup, of which Vanessa pronounced it. Okay, so it's spelled Haus. Vanessa pronounced it as house. Okay, it's Haus is actually German, and it's pronounced Haus.
Oh, okay. Haus, not house.
Right, it's Haus.
Even though do they mean house? Does that mean house?
I don't know. I'd have to ask my nephew. He speaks German.
I can look it up.
But I when I lived in Cincinnati, we had a German restaurant. I can't remember the name of it, but it had Haus in it. And that's how everybody said it, Haus.
It means house. It doesn't
mean house.
Yeah. And you're correct. It is German. That part I knew.
So, I mean, and the lip liner was a really close shade to her lipstick that she wears. So you could barely even tell that she was wearing any lip liner. But the one thing that really I noticed, she had fake eyelashes on.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. She went all out. She even put foundation on. She did fake eyelashes. She went all out. She was trying to impress somebody. Now, I don't know if after court she was going over to Sugar Daddy's house, if she has a sugar daddy, or a sugar poppy, I don't know.
Sugar poppy?
The sugar poppy.
Interesting. So she also mentioned that
chulo!
She also mentioned that she was wearing Kat Von D makeup.
Really?
Something on her eyes, and looked it up. Well, somebody looked it up for me. I'll be honest. Got the information. It's like $20 a pop for this eye stuff, and she mentioned 2 things. So that's $40. Well, guess what? That's $40 she could have sent to her kids for something.
Or that's $40 she could put towards some sort of court costs, fines. Because the judge has got to get paid. I mean, taxpayers pay him, but he's got to recoup some of that. I mean, when my kid went to court, he ended up with like $5,000 in court fines and fees.
I'm going to stream the one that she did right after court. I showed it earlier when I got back home, but I'm going to show it again right in just a few minutes.
Lily, you oh my God, Lily, you I love it, I love it, I love it. A sugar poppy who loves elephants and red lipstick.
Oh, really? Really?
Really?
Read that.
She was trying to impress her ex. She has yet to get over him. Oh, can we say stalker? Shocker. No, Vanessa wouldn't be stalking anybody, would she? No.
Let me just say, Dude wants nothing to do with her at all whatsoever. He is
Well, I mean,
way. What do you say? That ship has sailed.
okay, well, he's been with Crooked Tits long enough. I mean, at least 2 kids that I know of. Okay, yeah, he's moved on to bigger, brighter things. Somebody with normal breasts and everything else.
And I inquired, by the way, and that part of the family, the kids, him, ex, doing very well. They're all doing very well. Yes, doing very well. So and then okay, so and then okay, so basically it was to finalize what we already knew happened already, right? So then the court costs and what who was gonna have to pay what, and the judge ordered that she pay. It was like $22,400 or something like that for her attorney, for his attorney, her ex's attorney.
Oh, so her ex not working?
A lot of. Oh yeah, he's probably paying his own deal. This is for all the delays that have been caused. She has caused all these delays.
Of course, yeah. Then his attorney would charge more. Yep, got it.
Dude was visibly like, oh, let's get this crap over with already.
Seriously.
And to which her attorney said to the judge, well, she doesn't have those means to pay that. So the judge was working something out, and then he said, well, he didn't say I'm going to reduce it. He just said, oh man, what's the terminology? I can't remember. But he said he reduced it. He brought it down to 10 grand. So 10,000 is what she's going to get stuck.
Okay, well, if she could buy an eyeliner or lip liner at $20 a pencil and lipstick at $25 a tube, I mean, she could afford some of these damn fees.
Yep.
I mean, the $3 lipstick is just as good. It's still whore red.
Okay, let me find this. Bam, you're getting yelled at.
By who? You're going to dog on someone's breast. Who's photo edits?
Psychedelic photo edits.
Okay, seriously. She's a train wreck, but to body shame her over... Okay, so once again, when I said her crooked tits, every time she's in her car wearing those gray scrubs, her boobs look crooked. One looks higher than the other one. I don't know if it's how she's sitting, how her shirt is laying, but her tits look crooked. Now, when she's sitting there smoking that crack pipe and she's naked, they're not crooked. They look like footballs, but they're not crooked. So, that's where I came up with crooked tits.
And, all right, Vanessa knows how to give as well as... So basically, she started ragging on Bam, calling him a cross-dresser or the lady who sits there. So,
sir, ma'am. Ma'am, sir.
Ma'am, sir, yeah. So,
deflated
you know what?
footballs.
Too freaking bad.
I try not to body shame. And, I never said she had a fat ass until she first said she had a fat ass. Oh, okay. Well, she said it, so it's okay to say it. Yeah, she never said anything about the crooked tits, but, now you know where I got crooked tits from. So if you have a problem with that,
And what do you think she does to somebody who goes on her page that she doesn't like their comment or their emoji or whatever?
Oh, we got to show this profile. Oh, look at this picture. Oh, can we say, oh, filtered?
You're married? You're married? Not like that.
You shouldn't be married to that person.
Believe me, she gives as good as she gets. So,
oh, she gives better than she gets because, according to her, I have said the most horrendous things about her.
Richard Weisberg is in the house. What's up, my man?
Hey, Richard.
So, the judge reduces the the attorney's fees cost to $10,000. And then he also ordered her to pay child support.
Hang on. We still have people yelling at me about the crooked tits. Okay, yes, I get that one boob's always bigger than the other boob, just like on men. One nut's always hanging lower than the other one, and the other one's just a little bit bigger than nobody's got perfect anything. I get it. I got it. Once again, so the crooked tits are from her sitting in a car.
The boob that's always bigger is what hand you write with.
Really? Well, yeah, that would make sense because that side would have a little bit more muscle to push the boob out.
Oh.
Because you have chest muscles.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I would that would make sense.
What's up, Christina? So, okay, so then she's ordered to pay child support.
Yes, pay it.
I'm not going to say the amount.
Wait a minute.
So,
should I send her off 50 cents to help her pay for her child support?
Well, I'm going to say if any of her supporters are here, you might want to ramp up your Cash App efforts for her because she's going to need it.
Oh.
That's quite the hefty bill she's going to have to pay monthly.
Until they're 18 or 25?
I think until they're 18.
Okay, because some states go all the way to 25 as long as the kids are in college.
Yeah. I wouldn't know about that. Anybody know about that? Is it enough? Somebody's asking, is it enough? Without saying the amount, I'm going to say it's not enough. I'm going to say men get screwed over a lot more with that. And I shouldn't say screwed over because people should take care of their kids and should
absolutely
be willing and do more than what they're being ordered to do. They shouldn't even be ordered. They should just do it, right?
Right.
But
so is it a car payment?
A not expensive car.
Okay, so a couple $100 a month.
So, well, I'm not going to say what it is, but I don't think it's enough. There's 2 kids involved. And I don't know why they were very lenient that way. Maybe it's according to her income or whatever.
Well, is she even making income yet? Do we know?
I don't think anybody knows.
Well, she was wearing that red scrubs yesterday, so maybe she's back to being a sex nurse.
Bam liked the red scrubs.
Girl, get up on that stripper pole, start making those coins.
With the stethoscope around your neck?
Absolutely. Here, let me throw 50 cents at you, Vanessa. It's the least I could do. A quarter for each boob.
Instead of dollar bills, you're throwing quarters.
Sorry, I'm a poor person, okay? I went to the doctor today. They changed up my medicine. After, I just spent like $80 2 weeks ago buying new medicine, and now I can't use it because they took me off of it. Can I take it back to the pharmacy? No. Can I get my money back? No.
Okay.
What are you going to do, though? It is what it is.
Angela Ortiz Barba, how are you? Thanks for contributing a comment, and I'll address your question.
Popcorn entertainment.
As for myself, and for most of the people here, and there are a lot of people who have been following her for years, and I keep repeating this every so often. For those of you who've heard it already, don't mind me. Go grab a cup of coffee or something. When she started going live, she wanted everyone to be interested in her life. She got everyone interested in her life. She drew everybody in. She sucked everybody in and made everyone welcome, made everyone interested in what was going on with her. She's a victim. She's a victim.
She's a victim, all right.
They gave me my first arrest. They gave me another arrest. They stopped me from going to law school.
They found out I was going to law school, so what'd they do? They arrested me. Okay, well, what'd you do to get arrested? No, they gave me that arrest. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Lie.
So she got everybody worked in, and then at some point, she got a lot of sympathy. But over time, it was evident that she was full of crap. And she was not the victim. But it was in her best interest to show that she was a victim. Huge backstory. Thank you, Limmery. There's a lot to unwrap there. So she decided to become a professional victim. And that's what she did for many years. Does, I should say, because she's still doing it. All right? So then she started blocking people. I mean, little by little, she'd been blocking anyone who opposes her points of view. But then it became worse and worse, and she just blocks everybody. So now people are so interested and they've invested so much time. Yeah, they want to see what's going to happen. They want to see how these things are going to end up. In the meantime, she's getting arrested more and again. And then, the arrest at the Stars restaurant where her kids, that's one of the last times she saw her kids. And she was arrested there. There was kind of a big, and so everybody was invested. And then she starts blocking people, and it's like, oh man, we can't watch. What's going on?
What the hell?
So Frank Marr, who runs No More Cheeseman, he started doing Cheeseke's TV, and he would stream her. He would stream her lives, put it on this little TV set thing, and he would just stream it whenever she was on. So I started covering her this year. I think it was February of this year.
Sounds about right.
She was running for Congress, and Congress I can't remember. I'll say Congress. And she was invited to a forum, and so somebody said, "Hey, she's at a forum. It's like a debate, right? It's like you should stream it, see what she's gonna say." And I was like,
"It was February of last year, not this year."
Really?
Yeah.
No,
because you did it when you were on that Patriot page or whatever. That other page, you had her on there.
No. That was the Patriot Network is different from Real Politics.
That's what I meant, the Real Politics.
Yeah. So that was this year. It was this year. For sure it was this year. So I streamed it and I showed what was going on and how she was, debating or whatever you want to call it at a forum. And then it was over. And then I ended the stream, and then somebody called me or messaged me and said, "Hey, she's in her car talking about the forum. You should stream it." I'm like, So I streamed it. The difference between mine and what Frank was doing at No More Cheeseman, he would just stream it and then, he wouldn't comment on it. I did. I stayed here like this, the way Bam and I do, and I was commenting and reacting to everything she was saying. Took a life of its own, and that's what it became.
Oh, yes, it did.
Oh, yes, it did. And there was born the VT Chronicles. Yes. So, and then she started with her usual self and the victim, and people are stalking her, and John Allen and Ofelia Moreno and Frank Marr and Giorgio Malone. This whole conspiracy, everybody conspired and paid money to have her beaten up because she was severely beaten Christmas Eve of 2020. In the morning, by the way. A story which they got a lot of holes in it. And I don't believe that the way she says it happened. And there's pretty good evidence to prove that. Now, she claims to have proof that so-and-so paid money and people conspired, but she's never shown the proof. I always said, if she's got proof, present it. And if I'll be on your side if somebody beat you and they paid money and there was conspiracy and it was organized crime, I said, I'll be on your side. I will. No police report, no nothing. Nothing. I think there is a police report on that because she went to the hospital, but she checked out of the hospital the same day. And I think the same day she went live. Yeah, because I remember I played a video, and she said this happened to me this morning around 11 this morning or before 11 this morning or whatever. And so then I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. So I kept on streaming and reacting to it. Yo, I hear music. So reacting to that, and then it took a life of its own, and people were interested. They're like, thank you so much. We can't watch because she's got everybody blocked. She's got me blocked. I can't watch. Can you do us a favor? Please stream it. And sure. So I took it as I'm providing a public service, because nobody could watch. If you're blocked on her channel, you couldn't watch it unless somebody was streaming it. So I decided to stream, and it really took a life of its own. And it got more people interested in her antics. And then there was the, doing drugs while on a live, caught on a live, and her antics. It just took a life of its own. So that's why people are invested and they want to know what the outcome is going to be. And to be totally honest, yeah, it's entertaining. It's entertaining for the most part. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So if you are, I don't know if you support her, Angela Ortiz Barba, or you believe everything she says, but if you do, and another thing I'll have you know that I don't body shame. The crowd does, everybody in the chat, in the comments, they do what they want to do and say what they want to say. And Bam will comment on her appearance or fashion or whatever because she does. Otherwise, he wouldn't have brought it up. So she brings it up. He'll say what he's got to say. And so that's where that's at. And that's why the VT Chronicles is still going on right now. All I'm doing is reacting to it. I am not stalking her. I've never, except for driving by, going to court, I don't sit there in front of her house. I don't follow her. I don't do any of that crap. Other people have, maybe, but that's none of my business. I have not, and I don't do that. So, and I've never threatened her. I would never threaten anybody like that. So, she's trying to put me in. Somebody's trying to put me into this bubble where I'm a cyber bully. And yeah, no, that's not what I am. So anyway, that's why. And besides that, everybody's got the same thought process. I wonder what she's going to say today. I wonder what she's going to say next. And it's always something outrageous. So if it really matters, that is why. And if you are a supporter and you believe what's happening with her or has happened to her, you should come over to this side a little bit and listen. And there's a lot of video. There's a lot there to unpack. So I would be very careful because she will turn on you on a dime. You say the wrong thing on the wrong day or almost any day, and she will block you and ridicule you and show your page. And if you have been supporting her and following her on her page, you know what she does. So she'll do that to you as well. Goodness, she shamed a woman only because she came in and said, "Hey, sorry I'm late. I just got here. What are we talking about?" She went in on her nasty. So, and yes, thank you, Christina. A lot of the people who watch me stream her, they've been victims of her doxing or whatever you want to call it. She calls people. She looks at where they live. She looks at where they work. She calls where they work to tell her employer that they watch a hate page or whatever. And she does cause trouble that way. I don't do that stuff. Are there people that do that to each other? Yes, I believe there is. I'm not one of them. I don't believe in any of that kind of thing. I just watch and react and make my comments. Jen Gonzalez, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super sticker, Jen. So yeah. So that's what happened, and now years later, now the her court cases are finally starting to go to trial. Uh, Today she mentioned in her video delays after delays after delays. Yeah, but she's been the one delaying things, and these things should have been over a year ago or more. But she keeps delaying. She keeps delaying, and she knows how to work the system, and so did her attorney. And but her criminal trials are coming up in January, I believe, on the 19th, I think it was. On the 19th, hold on. January. Oh, it's probably on the 17th, I think. And the 17th is going to be mostly jury selection, blah, blah, blah. So most likely the day one of trial is January 18th. And yeah, she is responsible for 99.999% of the delays. Thank you, Victoria. Appreciate you for another sticker. Thank you. And she has been responsible for most of the delays. There was a time when they had to move. There was a delay, but the DA actually requested this final delay that pushed everything into January was by the district attorney. But yeah, it won't be any more delays. It's time to pay the piper. And she's going to have a busy January. As far as what other people are saying, John Allen calling him a stalker after she's the one who invited people to come and meet and greet her in his city. Come on. He went. It was a practical joke. He was at the window laughing at her. He stayed there just for a few seconds, and then he walked away on his own accord. She didn't tell him to get out of here. He walked away on his own. And ever since then, he's a stalker. And as far as what happened to other people, I don't know what they've done or be on her property or what she's imagining things. I don't know. But there's a lot there. So before you start getting on my case, and I don't block people, by the way, unless you're really rude and vulgar and just plain nasty, then I'll boot you out. But just because you watch her and you like her and you're asking me a question, I'm not going to block you or any of that stuff. I don't do that. Everybody's got a right to their opinion, and that's America, right? So that's what happens. Let's see. Maybe I'll make me a notice, but her trial is set to be held before the same judge, the same date as the male that is being. Oh, really? Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. So anyway, yeah, that's how that came about. And if you have any other questions, I'll be glad to answer it for you. But there's a method to the madness, and I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not bullying anybody. I'm just reacting and commenting on what I believe to be her lies. That's what that's what we comment on. Unmute yourself, buddy. There you go.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
That's cool. So yeah, I was just addressing one of the Vanessa. I call you minions, all right?
Ooh.
And
I like those little minion guys, so they're cute.
it's not being disrespectful. I could be, but I'm not. I just call you minions, whether you're mini or not, a minion or not.
A mini minion.
I like the word minion better than I like the word troll. All right. But her people come over here and they question, "Oh, aren't you? Why are you? Don't leave her alone?" And all
Leave
like
her
that.
alone. She done nothing to you.
Yeah, and I just, I strongly believe that there was no conspiracy that involves John. I don't know how he's holding back from not hitting her with a slander or defamation of character lawsuit, because I wouldn't put up with that crap.
Well, even if he did, he wouldn't get anything from her. She'd file bankruptcy, and I mean, it'd be nothing but a waste of time.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. No, I was not playing your bully. Just curious. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's my honest. That's the honest. Uh, my honest response right there. And I know she does have some supporters that are really, they come over here and they're like, leave her alone. Why do you go talk to somebody else, or why do you talk about her? And so I appreciate you coming by and just I got no issues with you at all.
Keep on coming.
Keep on coming. In the meantime, if you missed it last week,
How mean.
she invited Bam on her live, and oh my goodness, that was such an epic
And
moment.
I was extremely mean. I was an asshole. God
You
damn it, was I an asshole.
you know what? But you really weren't. You could have been a lot worse.
This is true because I mean, y'all really, really, really don't know the true me. Manny kind of knows the true me. I mean, he's seen me be nasty and extremely bitchy before. But I mean, from what I've shown him, I can be even worse than that. I mean, please. I was a drag queen for many, many years. Drag queens are nasty people.
Very catty.
Very catty, nasty bitches.
See, now that's one issue I have with Vanessa. I know she claims not to be a racist. She claims not to be a homophobe.
Oh, but she is.
But here she was calling Bam
Sir, ma'am.
a sir, ma'am, and he's a
I'm
cross dresser. And you know what? He did drag. I don't know, over how many years span was that?
I think about 12, 13 years.
And it was just it was business. It was entertainment.
Yes.
He's not. He doesn't dress like
did
a
it.
woman. He doesn't live like a woman or any of that.
I did it to make money, although I ended up spending more money than I made because, well, some of those evening gowns and beaded sequin dresses and things. I bought one dress for God, what was it, 14,000 or 18,000? I don't know. I had it handmade, hand created for me. It was a original from a dress designer in Ohio by the name of Coco Vega. She makes a lot of beaded evening gowns for drag queens.
Yeah, that can't be cheap.
Oh, trust me, it's not, because I mean it's formed to fit your body and your body only. You tell her what you want, she does it, and she ships it off, comes back, she goes, "Hey, it's back." You go drive to her house, you spend the night, she stays up all night sewing all the panels back together. You wake up the next morning and try it on, and off you go.
Yeah. So then when she started, just a little add to what I was telling you about why streaming her, then she wants to run for office. And you know what? I don't want her representing my Texas anywhere. I don't know if she's clean now. That's one thing. But she did drugs on a live video. She smoked crack or some kind of substance, some kind of
Something out of a
crumbs,
glass pipe.
some kind of crumb. She smoked out of a glass pipe, and she did that live.
Not
We
to
got the
mention,
video.
excuse me a second. Yeah.
She's done that.
What, 3 times I think that
Oh,
happened.
hang on. I got to read the comments.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So what else can you be going off screen for? And you hear, I'm sorry, I'm clogged up. So I mean, you hear, what are you doing? A line of Coke?
Yeah, I might do some. I might show that later tonight on a late night edition. But that's true and that's real. And okay, so she started saying, "Well, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That's somebody else that looks like me."
And I have
Then-
2 words. Well, maybe 3 words. Bullshit, bitch.
So then she invites Bam,
Oh
because
God.
Bam was over there kind of writing stuff on her chat, right? On her
Big
comments.
mistake on her part. Huge.
She sent him the invite. I'm sure she was thinking he was not going to accept it.
Oh yeah.
Boy,
I mean,
but he
I thought
accepted.
she blocked me at first, and then I started reading, and I'm like, I'm going.
And they went at it for, it lasted about 5 minutes.
It would
Oh
have went
my
longer if
goodness.
she would have let me talk. She didn't let me talk. Every time I opened my mouth, she had to talk over me, and that's finally. Or she said something, and I said, "Okay, let's talk about you smoking crack out of a crack pipe. You and your crooked tits."
Or something like that. That's what he said.
Something to that extent.
Oh God, it was so funny, man.
I've seen the video.
Like, I can't believe our Bam is over there. I was sitting here in a chair dancing. I was like all giddy and happy and stuff.
And then I'm like, Vanessa, can I talk to you? Can I just talk to you?
Yeah, Bam
And
kept
she's,
saying, "Well, since I'm here, while I'm here," she's like, "No, no, no, no."
I'm not talking to you, sir, ma'am. I'm not talking to you, sir, ma'am. Oh, you're not talking to me? No, I'm not talking to you. Okay, click.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're not going to fucking talk to me, I'm not going to waste my time.
I do need.
Let me talk about you.
So funny. Holy cow.
You know, my mother always said for years, you know, if you can't say anything nice about anybody, talk about them.
Yeah, Solo. I've seen that. She'll invite people. I remember she did that, and somebody wanted to speak, and she was like, "No, no, no," and then she just hung up on him.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so funny. So that happened. If you haven't seen it, go back and look at that. It's the best 5 minutes of your life. It's so funny. And I thought nothing could be funnier, right? Hold on.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
But wait.
But wait.
Then she wants to make love to a cheeseburger at night in her car.
Oh, did she spank that burger? God damn, did she spank that burger?
Oh my goodness. And then we thought, whoa, and Bam was there doing his thing. Can't get any better than this, right? Can't get any better. But wait.
Just you wait.
Then she decides to invite us to have dinner with her with she's got, what do you call those? The
Jalapeno poppers.
jalapeno poppers. Oh.
She made love to them damn things. I think she had a couple of orgasms.
Oh.
And of course, I had to be a commentary while she was eating it.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, making all the
He was.
Oh my God, that's so good.
She was enjoying that. You know what? When I have my favorite pizza in Chicago, I'll get like that. I'll be like, and I'll be, oh yeah, okay. Bam! Just added all the sound effects. Oh my goodness! I thought it was. That's why we call it food porn.
Oh, it was.
Oh my goodness! It was hilarious. It was. There's been some of the greatest moments on my program ever in the last couple of weeks, courtesy of this guy right here.
Hey, sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't. But when you got it, you got it.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was a good time.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
So if you missed some of those, go back and I don't know, maybe I'll repost some of those great, funny moments.
Yeah, and she said, well, and this is why I have pickles behind me right now, because she calls us the Mail and Pickles Show.
Oh, that's right. There we go. She called Bam. She said she was criticizing his weight. So she said he's nothing but mayonnaise and pickles. So I decided to take that. And, hey, you know what? I like that. Let's call us the Mayo and Pickle Show.
Yeah, he's Mayo. I'm Pickle.
Yeah, something like that.
Because he's a coconut. He's white on the inside. And I drink a lot, so I'm just pickled.
So, hold on. I saw you say something. Guess I'll have to go back and watch more of your videos later this evening. Oh, you know what? Pack a lunch and popcorn and all that stuff. Put your helmet on.
Yeah, and you
Go
know, all
back a
I
few
ask,
weeks. Go back a few months and just. Oh my goodness.
and the only thing I'm going to say is have an open mind, because I mean, Judge Judy. If you ever watch Judge Judy, I don't know. She always says, if it doesn't make sense, it's a lie. And I'm sorry, a lot of the stuff that comes out of her mouth just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to her.
Well, of course it does, because it's her truth.
And she said that before. This is, I'm telling you, my truth. I'm like, oh, see, that's the problem. There's the truth, and then there's your truth, and those two are not always the same thing.
And the classic Vanessa at CPS or Children's and Family Services, whatever you all call it down there. People want to assassinate me because of my political views. Did you know I am #1 on the wanted to be assassinated list? She is telling this to a caseworker right outside.
Yes. And she said that before, that she's the most hated woman in the country. Yeah. And then we find out people in Great Britain know about her, and they don't like her either.
Oh, she's the #1 hated person in the world.
Yeah, in Australia too, I believe. They don't like her. They don't like her over there either. So she's not totally wrong, but for all the wrong reasons, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's popcorn entertainment for me. Crackheads are great for entertainment. They really are. They truly are great entertainment.
Wolf, I just did, buddy. I don't know how long you've been here. How you doing, Wolf? Wolf is in the house. I'm in California, retired, and have plenty of time to binge. There you go. You can do it. Go pick a bunch of stuff, and once you start watching. Now, lately, very recently,
she's been boring me.
Going on about the same stuff in Uvalde, and that's a whole other story. What she did there was,
oh, Lord have mercy,
horrible.
Her commentating, I mean, she makes it sound like she was hovering right over the top of the cops, and she was there watching every second of them. I mean, she right there in the action is how she made herself sound.
And then she's telling the police what they should have done. Like what they should have done, where they should have went to, what they should have gone through the window, or like what?
Yeah, they didn't want any survivors. They wanted everybody to die.
She said that. She said they wanted victims. They wanted
victims.
Kids to die. It's like
there was 19 criminals in that hallway that day, and they all wore a badge.
She said that. She said that, and granted,
piece of work.
Granted, things went wrong that day for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, things went very wrong. So I'm not saying they were all perfect, but when the full video came out of that day and I played it, we came to the conclusion that the disaster, the massacre, happened in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and finished as law enforcement was arriving, and because after that there was no more gunfire except at the police officers, and we know it was at them because they came running back out once shots were fired.
Yeah,
and so for anyone to suggest that he was in there for 90 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes, just shooting people, walking around the room just for an hour and 20 minutes, that's not how it happened.
And I even said at the end of that day, I said, I'm sorry to say there's going to be lawsuits filed here because there was a huge breakdown in communication. I said it that day. I mean, I knew the cops screwed up. Somebody somewhere in the authority of the police screwed up. Don't know who, didn't know who, but boy, Vanessa sure did.
Yeah, so that was a horrible thing, but I mean, the day after, horrible. The families are grieving, the community is in shock, and she's over here talking, criticizing, and calling out law enforcement officers by name, and all kind of misinformation she was putting out there. That one of the police officers was using resources, pulling him away from this area just so they can rescue his family. And that was a lie. That was not true. That's not what happened.
Yeah.
And that's why I really didn't comment on that situation, because I'm like, you know what? I want to wait. I don't know what the hell just happened. All I know is that he went in there and started shooting. But I'm not going to start to blame all the police officers and all that. Eventually, there was an obvious breakdown in communication. But just the way she went on about that, and I know she was trying to get brownie points from that community, and she did. She picked up a lot of viewers, a lot of followers then. But then she went overboard. So I think a lot of those followers, it's a bad habit when you follow a page. Initially, you like it, but you really don't watch it or follow it. So you really should unfollow it.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody does that. They just like something and then they leave it. So if everyone who doesn't really watch her anymore, doesn't like to watch her, would unfollow her, she would lose a lot of viewers. That's my opinion. So that happened, and there's been a lot of things, and so I like to what I call debunk, and I will give my opposing opinion. And I've talked to a lot of these people that she blames for her beating, and I just, in my heart, don't believe that there was a conspiracy, because at first, and then we played a video where she herself said why she was beaten, that it was a jealous rage from a new girlfriend of the ex-boyfriend. That's out there already. That's a matter of fact. How it became John and Ophelia and Frank and Jojo Malone even. So anyway.
Anywho,
like I said, there's a lot to unpack there. So, Angela, make yourself comfortable. Grab some popcorn and a drink, and start. You can start back in February, March, April, May, June. Good stuff there.
Grab about 3 or 4 boxes of wine, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, and most of the time, you'll need the wine just to deal with what you're hearing.
Oh yeah.
The next court is going to be for welfare fraud.
Yes.
And the other one is, oh my goodness.
And remind me again, what are the dollar amounts on this welfare fraud?
It was it was over like $69,000 or $70,000 of welfare fraud.
And that's combined between healthcare and food, or is that
right? It's basically falsifying your application in order to receive benefits.
$74,000.
And the claim was that
5,000.
She lived alone, when in reality somebody was living with her, and she didn't report that. And she let that go on for quite some time, and they figured out it was over 70, but not 150,000 or something like that. Yes, thank you, everyone. So, yeah, there's a lot there.
Thank you, Christina.
If you're going to become a regular viewer, you're very welcome here. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you more for not being rude. A lot of people come from that page, and they're pretty rude.
And Manny, I'm just warning her right now. I have no filter.
Bam's got no filter.
None whatsoever.
The later it gets at night, the more that filter disappears.
Oh, I almost got kicked out of the hospital today where my doctor was because they pissed me off.
Oh, boy.
Oh, sweet Jesus, let me tell you. So they tell me to come into the adult entrance. So I did. No valet parking. I had to walk, 800 feet from where I parked my car to the check-in desk. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here for a lung test. And they go, okay, well, you got to go up to the 4th floor, take those elevators down there. So walk down there, get on the elevators, go to the 4th floor, walk another 3,000 feet, check in. Oh, did you do your lung test downstairs? Well, she told me to come up here. No, you got to go downstairs and do your lung test. So I go all the way back down there again. Of course, before I left, I'm like, are you fucking me in the ass right now? I mean, motherfucker. I'm going off on the poor woman. walk my happy fat ass over to the elevators, take it back down, walk up to the lady that just sent me up there. I said, "Do you fucking hate me?" I said, "You really fucking hate me?" And she goes, "What?" I said, "You sent me up there and I told you I'm here for a lung test." And she said, "All tests are done down here and you're supposed to check me in." "Oh, no, we don't check people in here. We just tell them where to go." So she calls up there and she goes, "Why are you sitting back down here? We don't check people in down here." Well, yeah, she does. This is like fourth or fifth day on the job, left at a desk all by herself, and she's fucking clueless.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mystery Girl, welcome. Everyone else who first time here, welcome.
So then she checks me in, like she was supposed to do the first time I was there. She goes, "Okay, well, stand right here, and I'll get you a wheelchair, and I'll take you where you got to go." I'm like, "Well, where? Just tell me where to fucking go." She goes, "Well, you see the A down there?" I'm like, "Yeah, about what, 1,500 feet? Sit the fuck down. I'll take care of it myself." And I'm sitting there going, I mean, I'm sounding like a bad porn going on over here. I can't fucking breathe. And finally, I get over to the A section. I sit there, and I calm down, and I started breathing a little better. And here this woman comes up. She goes, "Hi, I'm here to test your lungs." I'm like, "They don't fucking work." She goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "I can't fucking breathe. I'm ready to die." I said, "Just fucking shoot me now." So she takes me in this little room. She gives me this huge thing to suck on and blow through. And then after an hour spinning with her, which is only supposed to be about 15 minutes because I can't fucking breathe, it took about an hour. And she goes, "My God." She goes, you're not a very windy guy, are you?" I said, "Only when I cuss and talk." So then I had to explain the whole motherfucker thing to her and the whole Carl thing. And she didn't know that motherfucker had two definitions. So I had to enlighten her. And she goes, "All right, now you got to go back up to the fourth floor." I said, "Oh, fuck me in the ass." So I hop in the elevator, go up to the fourth floor, I check in, and I sit down, and then they take me. So the nurse calls my name. She goes, "You have to have your mask on." I said, "It is on." "No, you have to cover your nose." I said, "Bitch, I can't fucking breathe." I said, "I cannot fucking breathe. You have to have the mask on. It's our policy." I said, "Take your policy, and this is what you're getting." I said, "Take me to my little fucking room and leave me the fuck alone." Oh, they almost kicked me the fuck out of there.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. They're like, "Do we need to call security?" I said, "Call whoever the fuck you want." But finally met with the doctor about 45 minutes later. They left me in a little room for 45 minutes. And do you think I was wearing a mask? Yeah, no, fuck you in that mask.
Let me see if I can get this. You okay, buddy? You're getting tired just talking about it.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I can't deal with these fucking Democrats and their fucking masks.
So, yes, I will consider posting that up there again. Definitely, Margie. So, and for those of you new here, Bam throws the word Carl around a lot.
Oh, I do.
And Carl actually means something. So, I had to tell Bam to tone it down a little bit, all right?
And I'm sorry, I hadn't toned it down in the past 10 minutes there.
That's okay. Every once in a while, just let it rip. I don't care. So I had to tell him to tone it down, and he decided to come up. He came up with Carl. I don't know how, something that's personal to him. So, because he drives a school bus and he can't say, the MF.
I can't say the MF. So
he started
Carl.
He started saying Carl.
It's Carl.
And I posted a T-shirt there in the comments. It's "Don't be a Carl."
Don't be a Carl.
And so that's code for "Don't be an MFer." So if you ever hear him say Carl, he really means to say MFer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny stuff. It's good stuff.
I should wear the Carling masks. Don't be a Carl. Take your mask and shove it up your nose.
So the other reason I went to court or started going is because
he can be a Carl.
Well, no, I couldn't believe a lot of the things. She'd come out of court and she'd be all defiant, and this happened, and I told the judge off, and I told the attorney off.
Which right from the get-go, it's a lie. Because you don't do that to you do not tell a judge what he's going to do.
Right?
You don't do that. because you're going to get a judge that says, "Oh, you're going to tell me what to do? Guess what, little girl?"
So my first time, I was here in Brownsville, Cameron County Court, and an issue came up about with one of the tampering with a juror or something. So they dismissed everybody. They canceled court for that, and I never got a chance to go in. And then last month was the date for what happened today. And she walked in crying, blubbering. I mean, she was putting on a display. She came in late. The judge was like, "Where's your client?" And, "Oh, she's outside. She just wanted to compose herself. She'll be back in." And she comes in. I mean, bad, all right? Only to find out it was just an act. And because of that, because of her display, she got this whole process delayed by 30 days. That's why today was that final closing out that chapter of her life. She says that this is being changed to a move to a different court. It's like, it's not. It's over, Johnny. It's over. The only thing pending is whether or not she's going to appeal. That's the only thing pending. I don't think she will. I don't think she has the money to appeal. I'm assuming it costs money to appeal because you got to pay your lawyer to keep on going. She's more worried about staying out of jail. I'm thinking I'm going to show the video now at this point. So, yes, so the issue of child support. And so what I'll do is, let's play that video.
Yeah, an hour later.
Yeah, sorry.
Not sorry.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So this was from, okay, once court let out, she got in her car, took off, and then a few minutes later, it wasn't right away. Now, she did another video, which we found out she went to HEB first, and then she made this video right here. And this is right after court this morning. So let's play this. For those of you who have not seen it, this is it. Okay, and I got to cut the music at the beginning because,
she loves music just like I do.
And she gets in the car, and what's playing? What does she start? "We Are the Champions" by Queen, right?
Of course she did, because she has to portray that persona of, I kicked court's ass and I won. And nobody can tell me what to do.
And last month at this court, she kept saying, she was very stoic. And she was saying, they're making me make a choice. They're making me make a decision on whether or not to give up parental rights completely. And that's not true. That's not what happened. She came up with giving up parental rights because she had said before, if she couldn't get full custody, then she didn't want anything at all. She was just gonna give up custody, give up parental rights. And that's when that pissed me off, because I was like, yeah, that's not what happened. I was there. I was sitting right there.
You were sitting right there?
Yeah, and I was there. And today, just because she didn't see me doesn't mean I wasn't there. Remember that?
Yeah, Vanessa. Remember that, Missy.
So
I was there too. No, I was at the doctor's.
I've got the music, her audio muted because she's playing "We Are the Champions." And what pissed me off more when I saw this, I was like, today was the day where you finalized the custody. You don't have any custody or visitation. How can you be this so happy? I don't get it.
But yet you have to pay child support. How are you going to swing that with all your bills? Oh, you're not. You'll end up in the Husco. And then you're going to go, oh, you were serious about me paying child support? I thought that was a joke.
How long is this song? How much video did she play? Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to start right about here. Let me get the sound back on.
Hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could put my phone down and show y'all my dress.
We've seen it before.
A lot
That's what she's worried about. That right there.
of you curvy ladies would really love it. I'm not kidding. It's very nice. Hello, hello. This is Vanessa Tijerina coming at you live here in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas.
Well, I see the fake eyelashes now. Bam.
Yeah, I mean, she
I
actually
mean,
put
I don't care, but
she put
I
some
love
effort into her
y'all.
look.
Last night's video was a survival video. I said that from the very beginning. Um, these people are doing everything that they
hey,
can.
Glow is in the
This is the
house.
first
Welcome,
time you're
Glow.
watching a video of mine, then you really don't know my story. I've gone through a lot, I've survived a lot, and I'm a target of a lot of hateful people, hateful men, especially, both private citizens and men in power. And I fight back every single time, and they never give
For
up,
sure.
and they don't like my fight. Obviously, if you're somebody that is a government official and you're trying to target me, then that means you're going to be very afraid of my strength, because it's not just going to be your ego that's involved, although it is involved. It's also going to be your job, it's going to be your standing, it's going to be your legacy. And also, with the male citizens and the hateful females,
Calm
they
down,
just
boy.
they don't like to see a female
Oh
hurt
fuck!
their ego by just being stronger than them.
Hello,
So
Glow.
I want y'all to know that. Thank you so much. Before y'all get told any lies, court was we just were in court right now, right?
Hmm. Right?
And I'm just
Come on,
happy that
tell us
I
a
was
lie.
able to give some things, a bunch of things, to my baby girls,
Sure.
and
Lie.
to everybody that has prayed for me.
So like guys, okay. So that situation, the girls, the daughters, their father. It's up to him whether or not he wants to accept the gifts from her, or accept them and throw them away, or accept them and donate them,
I'd donate them.
or not accept them at all. It's at his discretion. So what happened after court? She went to her car. They all went to her car, and she took out a couple of bags, like shopping bags from a department store or something, and she gave them to Roman's attorney, and then he's going to take them and give them to Roman later and figure out what he's going to do. But that's all up to Roman. I mean, so she didn't hand them to the girls. Of course, they were not there.
I want to thank you because your prayers are working. They're
Hmm.
working. They're working. I'm just finally glad to have this particular case out of district court, um, and out of district court and into another process. That
And like I said, there is no other process. Today was a final closing that chapter. She still has parental rights. She said she voluntarily was thinking about giving him up. The only thing pending now is whether or not she appeals, and she's got 30 days to do that. If she does not appeal in those 30 days, this particular legal section of her life is over, and she has no custody, no visitation, or nothing at all.
Well, with
That's the
ten
only
thousand
thing.
dollars in attorney fees for her acts that she's got to pay, she can't afford to appeal it.
Yeah, the attorney's fees was originally up at 22,100 or 400. I forget. It was just over 22,000. And her attorney told the judge, she does not have the means to pay that, and so the judge reduced it. The judge reduced it to $10,000, and that she will be responsible for. What happens with that afterwards? Do they file a judgment if she doesn't pay, or I don't know how that works, to be honest. But that will be she will be responsible for that.
That's what I'll say about that. Please be aware that any hate pages,
Oh,
if this is being streamed from a hate page, from any other page, if you're watching this from any other page other than my page, then you're watching it probably from a hateful man whose ego I bruised by just existing, and who wish they could speak
she's
like
talking
me,
John.
who wish that they were as interesting as I was, and
No,
Not
here
just
she's
are
talking
talking
John.
very
about.
Yeah.
bothered that they cannot get the necessary level of attention to feed their egos without streaming me. Okay. And so
I don't need attention.
if that hateful man is talking to you about my court case, please know he was not there. He was not there. He wasn't. I took pictures of the people that were inside there.
And that
Lie.
is breaking a judge's rules of conduct for the courthouse. It's illegal to
Yeah.
record in the
In any
courthouse.
courtroom in this country, it's illegal.
So she's admitting to that. Will anything happen?
Unless it's a high profile case of which they allow the news in.
The media only, right?
Yeah.
Will anything happen? Will somebody can call and report it? Nah, it won't do any good. She'll get talked to maybe by then, if she did, which nobody saw her whip out her phone and take pictures or video at all, unless it was outside the courtroom. But anybody in the courtroom didn't see her whip out her phone and record or take pictures or any of that stuff. So I highly doubt that happened unless she was incognito somewhere, hiding her phone somewhere, taking a picture or snap, or but it would have been noticed. So that's a lie. She didn't take any pictures at all.
He wasn't there. All right.
All right.
I finally have
Foundation.
foundation on today.
You do. You look great. Your eyes don't look like raccoon eyes. They look
That's
very
why you can
well
see
done.
my freckles, but barely.
You just got to get rid of that whole red lipstick now.
Freckles. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And just so you know, ladies, this is a brand new lip liner. This is the lipstick I've been wearing, but this one is by House Labs. I believe it's called Superstar. And it's the one, House Labs is the makeup line by Lady Gaga. So it is amazing. It is amazing. It blew my other one, the one that I click, and that one was a good one. But House Labs, it's like a rich and beautiful. It's like velvet. It can't just chef's kiss to this lip liner.
Chef's kiss.
I'm not kidding.
Like you're that refined. You know what you've ever eaten anything from a chef.
Thank you so much. And so, you all, when I love y'all so much. And
Yeah,
every single time I feel that my freedom is in jeopardy or something like that,
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send out a rally cry. You know that, right? You know that, right?
My freedom's in jeopardy. Rally cry, rally cry.
So she'll bust out a rally cry when her freedom is in jeopardy, but not when her kids are in jeopardy.
And she don't give a rat's ass about those kids.
That's so wrong.
Be careful, and I know a lot of you follow the hate pages because you want to know what they say about me. You want to have your girls back. You want to know what it is, what moves they're planning, what lies they're saying, right?
What lies? Yeah.
Really? Where's the one with the lies?
Mm. What lies come out of my mouth today, Vanessa?
I want you to know that I don't watch that stuff. I don't.
Yeah, she does.
I have some people that keep tabs on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I myself don't watch it. They keep tabs on it for anything that will be necessary for any proceeding against them, or for my safety, or my freedom, anything like that, right?
Safety or freedom, yeah.
Or any big lies that would be said on, and they watch it also for the level of hate that they see. If the level of hate gets to a certain level, then of course I have to make a video with clarifying any kind of misinformation.
Oh, of course you do, yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell y'all is this.
Hey, is Is she calling us CNN? Is that what she's doing? Is she calling us fake news?
No, she better not be because we're more Fox than we are CNN. She's CNN.
Yeah, she's something. I don't know what if that channel even exists, but don't
They're
call me
trying to
CNN.
terrorize me through you.
Terrorize her now?
When you see John Allen say she's going to be in jail, I wouldn't doubt that he's doing everything that he can, and it will always be a concern for me. Just
She
the
said
way
this
that
last night.
it is very difficult for the families and the survivors to get justice from the Robb Elementary School shooting. We know now that there was more than one criminal in that building that day. There was the criminal in the classroom, and there was 19 criminals in the hallway that by omission caused death. By omission of their actions.
She called them all criminals. She did.
Every last one of them. Every cop in there was a criminal.
I know how law enforcement can be. And if they didn't care about those lives, they're certainly not going to care about mine. And by omission or directly, they will do what they've been doing for 7 years.
Which is what?
So, yes, I'm concerned about it. But when you see John Allen and the other hateful lady say anything about me, it is because they are reacting to my story making sense to more and more people.
Mm-hmm.
Reacting to your story. Period.
She got that part right. Story.
Nobody wants anybody to start understanding that the people that went to prison and they're going to go to prison for taking me hostage and beating my face for 3 hours of pure hell, pure torture, it never ended. Boots
3 hours.
in my
Lie.
face, stomping my face, bringing in a mesquite branch, a big one. All of that happened to me. That I will forever accuse John Allen and a hateful female from my local town.
Maybe it felt
He
like
is
3
the one.
hours, but chances are it was only 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops, I'll give you. But 3 hours, yeah, no, you wouldn't be here.
And people have brought this up. There was no blood, no broken bones, no fractures.
Yeah, she even went to the ER. And the ER doctor, according to her, said, in all of my years of being an ER doctor, I can't believe there's not one broken bone in your face. And we all know a nose is nothing but cartilage. Okay, that's the first thing that's ever going to break.
So, not saying that it can't happen,
right?
But no blood, really? Not for such a vicious beating, she says, and a beating that no one else could have survived. No one else.
Yeah, and I mean, head wounds and fascia wounds, when they bleed, I mean, they bleed for like ever because it's hard to get them to stop bleeding.
Yeah. So that, I'll throw that out there as well.
Get paid for that. I will always maintain that. And as long as I keep telling my story, John Allen, who just decided to hate me, a white man that just decided to hate a Latina that he probably sees will get more visibility in her life up until her 44 years right now, right? Than he will ever get in his entire life. More.
He gives a rat's ass about.
Yeah.
Just she's.
Oh, what do we think of that face? Can we say resting bitch face?
Oh, and for all you new viewers as well.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Here we go. This is going to happen. This is going to happen January, February, somewhere around there, okay?
This guy.
Yep. This guy
is going to tattoo her face on this guy's ass.
Yes. He's actually going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
We're going to make a short list of photos. And what are we going to do? Are you going to pick, or are you going to let the crowd pick, or what?
Well, it depends on how many photos we have to begin with, and then I might like narrow it down to like 3 or 4, and then
Yeah.
we'll let the crowd pick. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna throw this out there. I really do not want a sex doll lick on my ass
You
of
know the
Vanessa going.
yeah, that one's not gonna happen. So that is
So
gonna happen, and
it will happen.
we'll figure out how to fund it and what it's gonna cost and all this stuff. We're gonna help them out, but that'll be January, February, or something like that. And I want him to pick like the final 3 or 4. It is gonna be on his body after all, so I'll let him say I'm good with any of these 4 right here, or 3 or whatever, and then you guys can select the one that you want.
Yeah, and how this even came about, I honestly can't remember. I got one day in a show, I said, I'll tattoo her face on my ass. Just out of the blue, I said it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Why not?
He said, I didn't even dare him on it. He just said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this." I was like, "Okay, you sure?" And I keep asking him, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah."
I think I said it Vanessa had said something, and I said, okay, that's it. I'm gonna put your face on my ass so I can sit on your face on a daily basis.
That's why, believe it or not. So keep that in mind and look for that for 2023.
Yes, Margie, I'm crazy.
That's gonna be fun. And people have been submitting what they think are the best photos. And if you have some, you could send them to me or email them to me if you want, or messenger, whatever. And I show these to Bam, and eventually we're going to start filtering them out and going through them. And yeah, so look for that coming soon in
That's what you
2023.
call a piece of shit mother.
All right, where are we
The
here?
crack pipe, the crack pipe.
Recognition than he will ever get in his life, especially when my story is finally told, especially when I survive everything. So whenever he sees that I'm getting the least bit of attention, which he doesn't want me to get, remember, this man started hating me because I was doing this. Okay? So when I start making sense, and when I start to appeal to the public, that's when he will surface. That's when they all will surface.
Uh-huh.
And in desperate times and desperate moments, that is what men like him do. They will make you believe, no, she's wrong. She's the criminal. Don't believe her. Just like law enforcement. 10 arrests in 7 years. No convictions. Cases being stalled, not because of me.
Totally because of you.
Demands a jury trial. Demands a jury trial. Demands a jury trial. Every single time. They stall. They stall. They stall.
You stall. You come up with all this stuff, including, well, one day she got there, she was sick. Pretty much called in sick, and the judge said, "Okay, we'll see you in 2 weeks." Yeah.
Why?
Right.
Why?
Right. Whatever that word is. Right.
So,
What's she doing?
all right. Somebody said something about my dress.
Oh boy, here we go.
Let me show you my dress.
I'll take off this
I
banner
have
for you.
dresses like this, but I really love this one because it's not really a color. It's gray. And all of the gray pieces that I have are like athletic pieces, you know? Let me see if I can do this. Let me see.
This happened right after court.
I don't know if I'll be able to do this, you guys.
What is that phrase? Oh yeah, I shit you not. This happened.
Oh, I can do it. Hold on. Let me see. No, it's not gonna let me. There. 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 It's nice, right?
So
Thank you.
this, the person that was just at court to finalize her losing custody of her children. And this is what she's worried about. Bam, you missed it.
I'm sorry.
Or did you see it already?
I watched some of it, not all of it.
Okay, when she got out and showed her dress, her little dress.
I did not see that.
Well, let's do a little replay for Bam.
Oh, wow.
Little replay for Bam.
No, it's not gonna let me. There.
Badunka, dunka, dunka, dunka.
There.
I actually like the way that folds right there on the side. That looks
There.
really nice.
It's nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. If you
Welcome.
want my foundation, you've seen me wearing makeup, but you've never seen me. You've seen me wearing my blush, and you've seen me wearing my eyebrows filled in. You've seen me wearing my lipstick, and you've seen me wearing these fake lashes, and you've seen me wearing like all the eyeliner, right?
Hang on. I can't be doing this every single time. I don't want to be disrespectful, and I'm not being. You have to go back and replay. I just did a whole
An hour.
20 minutes about why I do it, why. There's another young lady, Angela, and she asked a similar question. And so Shannon, Murph, I'd say go back and replay some of that, and everything will be there. I promise. I explain a lot of it, most of it, or just watch the replay later on. But thanks for being here and for watching.
Yes, welcome, Shannon.
Welcome to Manny Behind the Mic, sometimes called the
The
Mayo
Pickle and Mayo Show. Or
Pickle and
Pickle
Mayo,
Show.
Mayo and
Whatever.
Pickle Show. Yeah,
Whatever it is. However we have it.
if you know, you know.
But
You know,
it's
you know.
you haven't really seen me wear my foundation. This is my foundation. It's Kat Von D. Although I want to try.
So she did wear cat.
Yeah, I told you.
After this lip liner. Mm-hmm.
So how much is the foundation? $50?
That lip liner is amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, okay, Shannon. Gotcha. That's cool.
Mhm.
No issues. I just want to. There was a lot to what I said to
Thank
Angela
you.
earlier. So
The lipstick is by Stilla, and it's called Beso, like mwah, kiss.
Mhm.
And the
That's
lip
what you're gonna be
liner,
doing
if
to my
I'm not
ass.
mistaken, is called Superstar by House Labs. Superstar. In fact, let me show it to you. I'll just go home and show it to you.
Yes, take us to your house, Vanessa.
Oh, okay.
Take a
So,
drive with me.
Bam,
Yo,
I think somebody suggested that for your little tattoo. There you go. What do you think?
well, I mean, her lips are. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she didn't make her lips look great, but I personally believe if
You
she
want the
want,
whole?
well, yeah,
I'm
but
saying
I
I'm
mean,
saying for you for the tattoo. I mean,
well, yeah, but I'm gonna critique her lips here. See, right above her lip line, how that white part's there. That's where you're actually supposed to put your lip liner. That will give you those full, luscious Angelina Jolie lips without all the collagen pumped into them. You take it right up across the top of it to give those lips a little bigger, plump look. And see how small her upper lip looks compared to her bottom lip?
mm,
They look disproportionate. So if she would have done that on her upper lip, her lips would be more proportionate and look more fuller.
alrighty. But what do you think about?
It's going to be a one cheeker. I got to be able to sit on my ass.
Okay,
Yeah, no, I'm not going to have her
ah,
look like a blow up doll.
chill with the music. Like I mute the music because I don't want to get having to copyright issues with YouTube or Facebook, especially Facebook.
Oh yeah, Facebook will slap you on a New York second.
I'm surprised this video is still there because she played the entire "We Are the Champions" and this stuff she's playing right now.
Did she speed it up though?
I bet you they're so mad, aren't they? They're going
Oh,
crazy
I'm
right
so
now on the
pissed.
hate pages, right? She's showing her dress. She's putting her face up to the camera. She has foundation on. She actually looks pretty good, but we're not going to say that because we hate her.
I said that.
And
I think
she's getting a lot of love from her audience. And she doesn't look sad. And she's not crying. And what?
Is that how we sound, man?
according to her, I guess so. We sound like a bunch of catty old
Pa-
70-year-old women.
pansies.
Yeah.
Megan the Stallion. No.
She's talking about.
No. Megan the Stallion. Oh, wait a minute. This is he's been fighting with Megan the Stallion.
Ass on your ass. You may
no.
not have enough room to put it.
No,
Oh,
I love her.
Domingo, I have enough room for
Body
her
on
ass on
yada,
my
no,
ass.
no. Why are you fighting with her? No, Drake's been saying some nasty things. Really, like he's like really hating on her. I can see why though. You see the dynamic between me and these people in power with badges. Literally, I get more attention to the issues that matter than they will ever in their lives, right? And then these hateful men, from the public. I mean, are you kidding me? So I can understand then why Drake would go after Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, because first of all, she's beautiful, right? She's amazing. He's been on the scene for a long time, and he has not gotten that level of attention ever. And music is all about attention. It's all about attention. So I can see why he would be going after her, and he shouldn't be doing that.
He's got a couple of minutes left.
She's smart, first of all. She's creative. Megan Thee Stallion is smart. She's creative. She's not going to let you win. She's going to win. She's a winner. That's why these people that have been doing this for a long time are going, Drake's going after her for really ugly things too. for a domestic violence thing. But anyways, let's see. What? We have somebody that's trying to bring down the vibe. I don't need to worry about what you want me to worry about, Miss Tori Falls. I worry about what I want to worry about. I say what I want to say. Okay? I do. You must be new to my page. You must be, right? I mean, come on. Right? Right? Why don't you just come on over here? Let's see.
Mm-hmm. See, she invited somebody to go live with her right now.
We should did.
And I don't know why the audio was gone. That's not me this time. It's got to do with her switching whatever she's doing.
Yeah. So I watched a video of her today when she was running for mayor and they were counting the elections or the votes.
I knew with a profile picture like that, she wouldn't go live.
Of course she did.
I knew that.
Oh.
Don't respond to her. It's okay. Don't even respond to her. She's one of those that just doesn't like me. She wants me to think the way she wants me to think. No. Well, if you're not worried about it, does it look like I'm worried? People have seen me when I'm worried.
It's too bad she's not worrying about her kids. That's what she should be worried about. That's what the comment was, I think.
You know, I really hope her dad's explained to these two little girls why mom's not there, and I hope they understand.
I think they know, but you know he's a nice guy too, and he doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what he says, but I know he's.
I mean, it's got to be hard for these kids.
Yeah.
Does it look like I'm worried? Janelle, closer. Does it look like I'm worried? Does it?
You should be worried about your kids. I mean, she worries about so much other stuff, and I don't understand. That's something that I'll never understand.
She won't go. She won't go. She won't even go live.
So
she won't even go live.
Who cares? Move it along,
I
Vanessa.
stopped asking her. So stop responding to her. And you know what? Let's just get rid of her already. Because I mean, if you cannot go live when I ask you to go live, then bye.
Bye.
Here we go. And let's see. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Oh, let me show y'all.
Now what are you going to show us?
Again. Oh, she's going in the house, I think, this time. And this is where this live ends.
Quickly. They're so mad. They thought that I was like, no, are you kidding me, please? I know my options.
Of course you do.
My options.
What were they again? Mexican donkey showing a whorehouse.
I don't need nobody knowing the layout of my house. So
what are their options?
Okay.
And that's the end.
Yay.
And then I believe she went to go live again and she showed her makeup. I think that's what she did. Actually, let me look for something real quick.
Yeah, so I think it was No Cheat Skis Lies had posted something about her 2019 election or run for mayor, and she was down there waiting for the votes to be counted, and they did the mail votes first. They came out, and the incumbent one had 500 some odd votes, and she got 300. She goes, "Well, that's not right. Something's
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
there. That's not right." And then 40 minutes later or an hour later, they came out with the whole entire tally, and she only got like 500 votes, and the other guy got over 1,000. She goes, "Of course, because it's me running. Of course, that's why I didn't win, because they're all in it to they're all against me."
Yeah, she wanted to recount.
Well, it's over 500 votes, darling. You don't recount it. I mean, it's obvious. Take your tail between your legs and walk on home.
Yep. So that's what happened today. And there you saw her live afterwards. And will she go on live later tonight? It's possible. And so as of right now for this, you're caught up to speed. There is, yes, the next hearing, the next trial. What did I say on the 17th? I think that's what I said.
I think that's what you said.
January. And so we'll see what happens then, and we'll deal with that then.
Yeah,
that's
so
all.
No, that's not all. No, that's not all. Remember that picture you had posted up at the beginning?
Oh, yes.
You said that we'd talk about that. You can't forget about that.
If you guys haven't had dinner yet, then you might not want to watch this. Or if you're in the middle of dinner, you may not want to watch this.
Or if you're a man with any kind of sensory perception, you might not want to watch this.
Okay, I'm going to have to shrink this just a little bit.
Just a little bit? The trial in January is for her embezzlement of funds from the state of Texas. $75,000 of public aid, pretty much. So this, evidently,
read that.
A jump rope. Man gets jump rope stuck in bladder after shoving it into his penis. Okay, first off, can you see the diameter of this rope? Okay, that's got to be extremely hard to shove down the opening of a penis. Doesn't matter how big that penis is. That thing is not going to go down that thing very easily.
That's as large as this. I can make this image, but look at that. What kind of rope is this?
Jump rope.
Jump rope.
So I would say it's like a nylon rope.
How is that even possible? Jump rope is,
an eighth of an inch thick, a quarter of an inch thick.
I mean, this is a phone charger. It's way thicker than this if it's a jump rope.
Yeah. Okay, and once you get it into how did you get it all the way in there? Because it's not like you have muscles contracting it in.
I don't get that. I don't understand.
I can't believe it. It's got to be fake. Got to be fake.
And then too much stuff that I don't even want to think about. That it's perplexing at the same time. It's like, yeah, no. So there's some food for thought if you want to think about what people do with their lives.
See, John says it too. You can't push a rope in. That's BS. I agree. There's no way you can get it all the way in.
And if it's so curled up like that, then it's not stiff and firm where you can keep on feeding it.
Yeah, and then what are you gonna do? Grab the head and just like opposite yank?
Unless he's got his hand up, his butt on the other end, and he's pulling the rope in. But
I see it, Kay. It popped up on my computer screen. Thank you. It looks like Bugs Bunny.
So Yeah, Bam wanted to make a point to show this to you guys.
No, because we went on live and that was on the screen because we were talking about it. Don't blame this one on me, buddy.
Hey, I was ready to just get offline, and you're like, wait.
Because you said we'll talk about that later. You know, if you tell people you're going to do it, then do it.
All right, I forgot. Yeah, so then
And then
somebody's asking me, how do they place a catheter in men?
not very easily. We're usually asleep when they do it.
Well, not,
I mean, like in
not
surgery.
easily, but the catheter is more of a tube, plastic.
Yeah, it's a hard
tube,
plastic tube,
so it's easier to feed.
and they put some sort of lubrication on it.
But
And
a jump rope, even if it's a thin jump rope, it's pretty thick and a lot.
yeah.
Look at all that.
I mean, when I woke up and had a catheter in me from surgery once, I mean, I thank God I was asleep when they put it in, but when they pulled that thing out, she goes, "You're gonna feel some discomfort." And they have like this clothespin thing, and they take the clothespin all the way down, put it right at the tip of the penis, start pulling the plastic out. She goes, "You're gonna feel some pressure." Pressure my ass. That was pure pain. So when any kind of doctor or nurse says, "You're gonna feel a little bit of pressure," brace yourself because it's gonna fucking hurt. Just telling you that right now.
I got to take this off the screen because I can't imagine a string going up there, let alone a freaking jump rope. God. And I was telling him, okay, well, if we're gonna go there, when you put stuff in your butt, like those what are those beads or whatever,
Anal beads.
their anus starts to take them in.
Okay, that's because you have muscles in that region of your body, and it helps you go to the restroom. But when you put something in, the muscles work the opposite direction, and they start grabbing it and bringing it in.
Yeah.
And that's how some of these married couples that are exploring end up in sex at me to the ER.
Yeah. So if that was the case, I could see it happening. But the pee-pee hole? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is fake.
I think that one's fake. Gotta be.
All right. On that note.
Oh, we have notes now?
On that pleasant note.
I didn't know we had notes.
We will call it later. I don't know. I'm not sure about later. No promises today.
For me, it's what, 8:15, 8:20? My sexy little ass got to get in bed.
There you go. That's what you got to do. Everyone, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and yet another edition of the VT Chronicles and what happened in court. Don't forget to hit the likes and the hearts and whatever else buttons you want to hit. If you don't mind, follow me on subscribe on YouTube if you haven't. YouTube.com/Manny behind the mic.
Yes. And also, if you need any pampered chef in your life, go to www.shopwithbambam.com.
Yes, you can. All righty. Well, thank you all for being here. It was fun.
If you want to have a party, contact me. We'll have a party.
If you want to have a pampered chef party, talk to that guy right there.
Talk to this guy right here.
If you don't know what pampered chef is,
go to my website, shopwithbambam.com.
Yep.
There is a lot. Oh my God. Some of the best stoneware and cookware and kitchen gadgets you will ever find in your life.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
Not to mention, they have some really good recipes on their website too.
All right.
Like Touchdown Taco Dip. Trust me, you will love that one.
Touchdown Taco Dip.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
Amy Pampered Chef is an amazing product. And we ship, not worldwide, but we do ship to Australia, Kate.
All right. We good, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody. If I'm back later, you guys will know about it. Be sure to set your alerts and notifications on the YouTube. And we'll talk to you later.
Hasta luego.
Ciao.
Ciao bella.